Hey guys, this is Nifty Alpha Trader and welcome to Nifty Alpha Trader. And let's get started today. I am ending it quick and starting it quick. Before it begins, just a quick disclaimer that I'm not SEBI registered trader, so everything whatever I say has to be taken with your own risk, and I'm not an authorized trader, so please take it under your own risk, and whatever I'm sharing with you is confidential data, and also it is basically what I have built, so it might be wrong or it can be anything. Just take care. So first trade which I have taken here is JNFC. Let me today I've closed most of the trades in somewhat little losses, like 600 rupees loss, let's put it that way. Whatever trades I've taken, let's say Amar Raja, yesterday I remember it was in somewhat like 6,000 minus, but I've closed it up. And then Ashok Leyland, these both are basically squared off with profits. And then I started JNFC, I'll tell you a bit later on it. And then again I've exited my position here with some profits and rolled it up to 2600. Today morning it was down and I created this on top of that, and once it normalized I removed this and I'm keeping it keeping 2600 as a hedge. And now JSW Steel also, there were few losses, but ultimately what I've seen here is the risk management. That is what I wanted to maintain. So risk management was a priority more than making profits. That is why I have reduced it. Overall, yesterday I have explained you what JSW is going to be bearish. So today it was not so much bearish, but it can result there. So that's why I have exited whatever positions I have, and basically even exited Cs and long Ps, and then have taken in between 620 and 650. I have taken 640 P. Let's readjust this position once it reaches 640 or 680, but until then I'll keep this on, and that's it here. And here MGML is pretty much in a huge up move. I have taken this as a hedge, and right now I can exit these positions, both these positions. It will be a little bit profit, but since the volatility has increased, I'm keeping these positions. The next one is Motherson Sumi. I've traded it at the end of the day, and this is basically far out of the money strangle, so waiting for the theta decay to happen, and also IV crash. So once the IV is back to normalized, we can get gains. Let's see how much. So if IVs are reduced by, let's say, even 5 points, we'll be ending up with good amount of profits, right? That would be the major concept. This is like with 60, it's going to be around 4,000 profit, but the exit point here is like 3,000 or something. Basically, if you take risk is to reward, we are keeping a risk of 500 in this trade, and the reward is around 3% out of whatever we're keeping here. But this is just for not a real trade. So Motherson Sumi is straightforward, far out of the money stocks, but pure IV game here. And let's go to JNFC. This is what is interesting really, and I want to discuss on it. Now coming to first is JNFC futures. If you're seeing the futures, there's a huge long build up. Volume change was 81%, and if you're seeing OI impact is huge. That is, whoever is staying long after today are going to stay long after 11th. They are going to stay long. So after 11th, today is 14th. The data is not updated yet. I guess once it's updated, but ultimately the point is, it has increased 30 points today, and the jump was really good. It has rallied. If you're seeing what happened, JNFC is like 3% up after moving 11%. It has again jumped 3%. So daily there is a 3% jump. So few people can ask me, why did I take this decision of JNFC, that to a strangle, and whether this would be in a huge risk. So that is where I'm going to uh, show you what decisions I have made and why I made these decisions. Let's see max pain, for example, in JNFC max pain is around 650, 660, 670 and 680. And now there is not a huge max pain here, so it can go smoothly towards up. But ultimately, there are people who have lost in this throughout this journey, and also there might be some positions which are, if you're looking here, everyone has squared off all these positions, and they're building the new positions here. Ultimately, it might be a straddle. It looks like a straddle scenario here. That is 700, but the risk, again, I don't want to take the risk. That's why I couldn't and didn't take the straddles here. And if you're seeing this have increased, and if you're seeing completely depleted, 700 and 720, tomorrow it might raise another 3%. If it goes by up by 3% again, it will be here, and we are basically in some risk range. But ultimately, the main plan would be exiting from these positions as soon as the market opens. But let's see if it goes till this levels or it crosses even this. So the main thing is the IVs are really good and the premiums are really great, which makes this more attractive. So what we can also do is basically do some rolling up of PEs, and then we can get more premiums once it's down. So if you're seeing, I've taken this position basically here right now, even now it is in between. So I've taken the trade here around 17-18, and then it was up now to the most of the times the real trigger hit, but I was in profit, so I ignored this triggers. Right now, like, let it break the 1 standard deviation. That is when I'll do an adjustment trade for this ones. Apart from that, the open interest, if you're seeing, open interest is completely, if you're seeing here, there is huge CEs which are being created, call options, and it has already crossed 730, right? This was I guess this is yesterday, so that's the reason I'm not able to get it. But let's see on this one, so it is much better and much clear. Where is open interest of JNFC? See here, 740 put options are really huge. I mean, everyone is getting this today, and if you are seeing this 1 week, again the put options are really in 740. That is aggressive bullishness over here. And let me go the previous dates before this, what was happening. So if you're looking something like this, no one predicted this move, and it had a 1% up move, and here everyone lost in this way. So basically, if some rally comes like this, it has to stop or it has to move. But my thing is plainly on data. I'm not still looking to short, because the data is clear that it is a huge long build up, and I should not be taking any kind of decision which is bearish. It should be bullish view. So that's the entire intention, that is, we are going to be bullish even furthermore, and there is a huge build up. So this will be a support region for sure, and that's the reason for trade. And let's see even gains here. What will be the gain if we remain in this position is we might be losing once it crosses 740, and we will be earning a lot. Like, most of the people will be earning in around 700 zone or 780 zone. It is basically like max pain, but also considering the whatever are the strike prices right now. So ultimately we will be in a little bit if we are looking here, we are basically in a safe zone. That is, if you see the range which we have covered here, it's for every option seller, the major thing would be the range of coverage. That is, how much range did this entire thing cover? So it's covering plus 12% and minus 11%. The growth of the stock was already like 2%. So I'm thinking more 12% to achieve this range is really it will be a miracle if it crosses this, but 140 is what is possible, and we will be looking to exit at 740 zone. And if the IVs have decreased, then it doesn't make sense to carry this trade forward. So that's the main intention. The loss will be based on the previous profit which we have made. That will be Ashok Leyland will be the basically loss if it has gapped up or gapped down, but adjustments might solve a lot of things. That's it guys. Today I'll be ending it really quick, and mostly I would also adding here, I am also going to tell you what's happening here in, for example, why did I exit Amaraja batteries, or why did I exit this one's, is basically the idea was not to exit but not to maintain a lot of risk. When I'm entering into JNFC, which is giving the same returns as Ashok Leyland or Amaraja batteries, it doesn't make sense to continue them and take the equal risk there as well as here, where the moves might be uneven. Here it is one trade, and the mind which I have to keep rather than maintaining multiple things. Here I can keep the same brain and use it, and not to take any much tensions here, because even the margins, it's a good margin which I can basically manage. That's it guys. I just want to tell and update what I had in my mind. Again, I'll give you a strict disclaimer that I am not a SEBI registered trader, so just don't follow me for the sake of understanding how trading works and other things, but just try to basically understand from the data. See, the ultimate thing, if I'm making losses or if I'm making profit, it doesn't reflect your profits or losses. Only thing which matters is you make profits. If you're manage a strict risk management. If you're doing that, you'll win in the long run in trading. Risk management is the number one key. But ultimately, if there are people who have been losing a lot coming to trade market, stock market, and seeing me, there are a few people who got influenced and are doing much risky trades, which I don't want you to follow. You can do it, but practice with one single lot or not more than one single lot. Yeah, and once you practice it and do it efficiently without losses for continuously, like let's say 6 months to 8 months, that is when you add one more lot or two more lots based on management of risk and how much return you're making. So yeah, there are people who were also interested in asking me about these things. Like I have to show. So I've taken a lot of trades here. I usually don't share like what all these things are going through, but let me show you the P&Ls. So the P&L so far is negative, but for that was expected because there were few hedged positions and I was out of the market, equity market, and I was completely into futures to mitigate and normalize the risk, and few were stupid trades which I've taken. And basically this month, when the market has normalized, I'm quite making some money, and today this has decreased to around almost 700 or 600 rupees. So that is a good thing to observe, and the remaining things are really fine, and basically might recover all my losses which were being made since few months. Let's hope that. I'm not 100% sure. And that's it guys. I made it 15 minutes video. Okay then, take care, bye, ciao.